Hi, my name is Kelly Heckman, and I'll be presenting on the birth of ISIS. Before we begin, I think it's important to state that most Muslims are not extremists. There's a common misconception that every Muslim believes in this jihad holy war, and it's really not true. A lot of your Muslim extremists are not very religious people, and you can tell that because in the Quran it is explicitly stated that an Islamic person is not to hurt a child of God, and a child of God includes any Muslim, Jew, or Christian because we all worship the same God. So it's important to remember that just because someone's Muslim doesn't mean they believe in fighting against Western culture or that Christians and Jews must die. For starting, what is ISIS? ISIS is a Sunni group. They do fall under the category of Sunni, despite that they are not very religious. Sunnis are a branch of Islam, where the other branch is Shiite. Shiites and Sunnis fight over the idea of whether or not the Prophet Muhammad left a successor after his death. And then within the Sunni group, you also have civil war there, fighting over more secular and liberal branches of the Sunni thought of the religion. ISIS is a collaboration of remnants of Al-Qaeda. Now, Al-Qaeda was not formally disbanded, but doesn't have much power anywhere anymore, so ISIS collected the remnants and made a very powerful group. ISIS uses terroristic tactics or scare tactics to keep the people in line. They'll use things such as public beatings, executions, or beheadings to men, women, children, animals, or anything else they can get their hands on to scare the people into thinking, we can't rebel against this. This is what we have to live with. Recently, when ISIS really brought together as an organized group, they named Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi as their caliph. Now, a caliph is very similar to a Christian priest in the way that they speak the word of God to the people. However, a caliph has a lot more influence over the daily lives of an Islamic person than a priest would over a Christian person. Since Baghdadi took over, he's been very ruthless, killing droves of people and capturing territory after territory. Now, Al-Qaeda was the primary response to the U.S. occupation in Iraq. These extremists didn't believe that the United States had any claim to Iraqi territory, even if we were planning on leaving, because we were not to be in their holy land. Now, they were the main insurgent group against the United States, and they fought very hard and very long. However, when they ran out of resources and people, they were just wiped out and disbanded, and it just left remnants scattered around the Middle East. Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi was really what made ISIS a more formal group. He is a very good organizer, leader, and businessman. And you see that in the fact that he takes oil that he does not legally get control of and manages to sell it on the black market at a high enough price and frequently enough that he is able to fund all of ISIS's activities. And he funds it very well. There's a lot of stuff going on, and he gets a lot of money off of this oil. Since Baghdadi has taken over, ISIS has become a very formal group. They are very well organized and very dangerous. Baghdadi is known for being incredibly violent and will not take any challenges to his power, none whatsoever. He actually set up a merger between ISIS and the Nusra Front. And while the Nusra Front leaders did reject Baghdadi, he still gained an immense amount of troops from the Nusra insurgents because they believed in his leadership. He's very much so like a Hitler-type figure where his ideas may not meet the ideas of the people, but he is such a good speaker and such a good leader that they just follow blindly. Are there any questions? Thank you.